And here's an example how it would have looked, how this area is being blown apart. And here the Red Sea opened wide and the people were able to walk through. Now, interestingly, at this time we're told, the Bible tells us that there was a pillar of fire that blocked and separated Moses and the people and the Egyptians. I mean, if I was Pharaoh, I wouldn't mess with the fire. But he was a stubborn man. He had a hard heart. When you don't know God, you are capable of all kinds of evil. And here this pillar of fire separating. What happens, by the way, when you put fire to ice?
No.
And the pillar of the cloud came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and it was a cloud and darkness to them, but gave light by night to these. So that's interesting, isn't it? The pillar of fire was a light to the Israelites, but darkness to the Egyptians. But God led the children of Israel by day in a pillar of a cloud, and the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and by night. And so they crossed through. And the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon dry ground, and the waters were a wall to them on the right hand and on the left hand. And they came safely through the other side. Now, what do you think the Egyptians did? Because as soon as they got onto the other side, the pillar of fire and the pillar of cloud lifted. So what did the Egyptians do? Instead of going back, they pursued. And Moses put his hand back up, and what do you think happened? The sea collapsed. But remember, the pillar of fire was behind them. Maybe the pillar of fire was melting the ice, and by the time the Egyptians came through, the water collapsed on them. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its strength. And the Egyptians were drowned when they tried to follow. Now, interestingly, the Bible gives us some detail of what took place. For example, the Bible tells us that the wheels came off the chariots. It says that the chariots got stuck on the ground. And the waters returned and covered the chariots, and the horsemen and all the hosts of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them, there remained not so much as one of them. And they didn't have to die. Who chose for them to die? Pharaoh. They did not have to die. But because of their stubbornness, they walked into death. And Egypt never recovered from that. Egypt never got the same power that it did before that happened. And so there they perished. And so this was the Exodus crossing. This man here, Aaron Zen. Can you stand up, Aaron? This is my friend, Aaron Zen. I've known Aaron for over 12 years, okay? And Aaron had the privilege, I've been to this place, okay, but Aaron actually had the privilege to go diving on some of the expeditions. I had better things to do. So, this is Nuweiba Beach. So, these people are looking for the Red Sea. What did we say they should find in the Red Sea if this was the Red Sea crossing? Chariots, horses, human bones. But not only that, we should expect to find chariot wheels by themselves. Because the Bible tells us that the chariot wheels were taken off the chariots. So, on the beach at Nuweiba, they decide, let's go diving in. By the way, when Em and I went to the Red Sea, I'm brown, as you can see, and I thought it's impossible for me to get burnt. But there I was sunbathing, and you know, I got burnt solid all the way down. I was shocked. I didn't think I'd get burnt, but anyway, this place is hot.